Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This time around, I'm going to be doing a review for Sniper Legacy. Yeah, Sniper Legacy. So yeah, this is the last 2014 film I'm going to be reviewing, and then sometime in the next 1 or 2 days, or maybe even today, I'm going to put up my top 10 worst and top 10 best movies of 2014. So yeah, this is the last film I have to review, and then I'm done. So yeah, basically it starts with Ride Along all the way back almost a year ago, with Ride Along, and it ends with Sniper Legacy. So yeah, that's basically that. Yeah, Ride Along was the first movie I saw in theaters in 20. It was the first 2014 film I saw. Okay, so yeah, Sniper Legacy. The cast for it. Yeah, the cast members for it include. Who does it include here? It's Doug Allen, Asen Asanov, Tom Berenger, Chad Michael Collins, and yeah, Chad Michael Collins and Mercedes Mason. Okay, but before I begin though, um, before I begin, as usual, 10 second spoiler warning, as usual, for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back and watch the rest of this review. So yeah, what I found out about this movie is that this is actually a direct-to-video DVD movie. So it wasn't really in theaters; it was direct to DVD. So yeah, the reason I got it is because it was part of a bigger collection. About a week ago or 2 weeks ago that I got from my cousin. This just happened to be a part of the collection. It turned out to be 2014 film. Now I'm watching it, reviewing it, and yeah, so it's a direct to DVD movie. So I think this one will be a little bit hard to find, just a little bit. But I at least check it out. So yeah, before I begin though, 10 second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually watch the video and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10 second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so 10 seconds are up. So for those who have yet to actually watch the movie and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never give you a fair warning, because as usual, I did. So yeah, as usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So, okay, Sniper Legacy is apparently the 5th or 4th installment, I believe it's the 5th installment of the Sniper series, or Sniper film series, okay? I guess. Okay, basically in this movie you have the military, and they're around the Iraqi and Afghanistanian area, and basically they have one of their one of their snipers goes rogue. So now they have a rogue assassin who's trying to take out a bunch of military leaders, and the main character, who's Brandon, his name is Brandon, uh, finds out that his father is one of the military leaders that is about to get killed. So he has to find his father, protect his father, and then find the killer and kill the killer. If that makes sense. And yeah, I didn't really expect much from this movie. I saw the trailer and I thought it would be a really bad movie. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was gonna be a terrible movie. So yeah, but I do have to say this movie surprised me. That was it the best movie of all time? No, no. Is it the best action movie of all time? Hell no. But it's a pretty good thing to watch. It's actually a pretty good watch in my opinion. So yeah, yeah, the action scenes for the most part, they're pretty good. There are a few times they could have edited the action scenes a bit better in my opinion. Yeah, the editing, it's okay. You do notice that it does feel a bit rushed at times, but I think the really does fall. It does fall a bit flat on action scenes, because action scenes are action scenes. And yeah, overall the editing usually I don't pay attention to the editing, but I just having to pay attention for this one for some reason. And the editing was okay, but I do think they could have edited the action scenes a bit better. So yeah, overall the action scenes were pretty good, but could have been better. The acting and the writing, those two things also could have been better. They were decent, they were serviceable, but I do think they could have it could have been improved in my opinion. The acting and the writing definitely could have been improved, as well as the action. It was an entertaining watch. Overall, there were a few pacing issues. They have its fair share of pacing issues, and there's just a few part times that was just kind of boring. And really, the main focus of the best part of this movie is all the action scenes. And every time you have an action scene, you're always like, "Oh, that's pretty." It's decent. compared to the whole movie, it's like, oh, that's pretty cool, and you really just want to get to the next action scene. You really don't care much of what's happening in the in between action scenes, which is really, I want to say it's really bad if you don't really care what's happening in between action scenes, in my opinion. But overall, it does have it has some decent dialogue and writing overall. It has some decent acting and decent action. I mean, the action is still pretty good compared to the rest of the movie. I mean, yeah, the rest of the movie, the parts that's not action scene kind of falls flat, in my opinion. I mean, there are a few parts where, for example, when you find out the guy's dad is one of the military leaders, that you kind of go, oh, that's interesting. It does have its few golden moments outside of the action scenes scenarios. But, again, those are like, those are far between each other, if you know what I mean. Few and far between. So, I mean, it has some good, has some pretty decent dialogue and writing, pretty decent acting, and some pretty decent action. There are a few other things you're probably gonna find enjoyment in. I mean, yeah, overall, it is an enjoyable film. It's a pretty good film overall. It's a decent film in my opinion. I mean, it's not really nothing special. I mean, it is fun to watch. It's one of those things that's kind of like it's kind of a guilty pleasure movie in a sense, or it's kind of just a fun watch, something you just want to watch for fun for a couple minutes or whatever. Something to take your mind off. I mean, overall, it's a pretty decent movie. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, and 6 being decent, I give it a 6 out of 10. It's a pretty decent movie. It does have its flaws on pacing and the writing and the acting, and the action could be improved, as well as the actual editing of the film. But overall, it was pretty serviceable. It was pretty enjoyable, and I mean, I wouldn't say you have to check this one out immediately, but if you just want to experience a new action movie, I do recommend at least this one. It's if you want to experience a new fun action movie, I recommend you guys go with Sniper Legacy in this case. It's just pretty. It's a pretty good fun action movie. It's decent. It does it does have its flaws, but whatever. Yeah. Now I am kind of interested to see how the other movies were. Because this is the latest installment. To be more specific, it came out on September 30th of 2014. So yeah, overall, pretty decent movie, 6 out of 10. And yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. And yeah, as I said before earlier in the video, right now I'm going to be doing my top 10 best and top 10 worst movies of 2014. I'm probably going to start with top 10 worst, because that one's a bit easier, and then go on to do the best. But yeah, back to back. Yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And what are your thoughts on the movie if you've seen it already? And what are your thoughts on the whole series? Is the rest of the other 4 movies worth watching? Comment all that down below. Let me know. Like the video, share on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.